Kobo has released simultaneously two new e-readers. One is a 7.8 inch in the Kobo Aura 1, and one is a 6-inch edition, which is the Kobo Aura Edition 2.
The main differences of these two e-readers lies in the physical build quality of the e-reader and the light settings on the Kobo Aura 1. We'll get into all that. First thing we're going to do is a 360 of both. We're going to show you the Kobo Edition 2 first. This one is not a flush screen and bezel, although it does have a very small gap. It's not a very deep drop, so it's not that bad. We have the Rakuten Kobo logoing on it. We have clean sides all around because they've moved the power button onto the back. Back features a nice non-fingerprinty kind of plastic and a micro USB port on the bottom for transferring data and charging your device. Now the Kobo Aura 1 really gets interesting. It is flush screen and bezel, it is dust proof, it is waterproof. You have the same Kobo Rakuten logo. You have a light sensor up top with a white balance sensor. We'll get into that when we show you guys at the end. The back is also a very nice rubber, although it is thicker. And we have the power button on the back. All clean sides except for the USB port on the bottom.
Both of these e-readers are relatively the same when it comes to the home screen. It's dynamic, so when you open up things, prior things on the home screen are replaced with new things, such as the web browser, new ebooks that you purchase or borrow from the library. Speaking of such, the Kobo Aura 1 actually is the only e-reader out of the entire Kobo lineup that allows you to borrow books using your Overdrive account. Now, it's important to note that this feature is not turn on yet. It'll be turned on in the first week of September, in which case you can visit our YouTube channel and we'll show you what this is all about. But from what I understand, the Overdrive books are going to be integrated into the main Kobo bookstore, so it'll actually have a different way, a different option here to actually borrow this book with your Overdrive account.
We're going to open up an ebook on both of these because they're vastly different screen sizes. This is 7.8, this is 6, so it'll give you a good indication of what they both look like with the text and how much text they can both show. So we're just going to go to the font settings. We're not going to go through all this, we're just going to give you guys an indication of how much text can display on both of these, so you can see roughly the same level. This can really help people that are have trouble seeing because you can display more text, whereas this one has like 6 or 7 words on it. Other than that, the settings and the software experience for altering everything is exactly the same on both devices for e-reading.
We have a digital newspaper here, and as you can see that the text is small on both devices.
Yes.
So we would have to rely on pinching and zooming.
Pinching and zooming is where the new Kobo line of e-readers kind of fall. So the pinching and zooming it's a little bit unresponsive. Sometimes it doesn't really click in and it's a little bit slow. You can see that everything just takes a long while to kind of register. Same with this one. It blurs out a little bit and it plays catch up and the rendering time is really low. However, if you do get PDFs that are full screen that you don't need to scale, you don't need to pinch and zoom, page turns are great. So if you're reading comics, manga, stuff like that, that's a little bit easier, less, tight line spacing, both of these will do perfectly fine for that. So this is the glow light experience, and why we want to show this is because this is where they really differ, these two devices. The Kobo Aura 1 is on the right here, the Kobo Edition 2 is on the left. So we only have the brightness setting on the Edition 2. You can change that. It's very nice, it's very well distributed left to right, and the slider bar is really responsive. However, you can see that it's a little bit more cloudy than this one, and it's because the Kobo Aura 1 has white balance. And what that means is that we can actually change the white balance to different levels of oranges and blues as we see fit. And you might be saying, wow, that looks terrible, that's orange. And why they do this is because of this. We're going to turn a studio light on. You can see that the white balance instantly got corrected when you shined light on it, and this is because it allows you to limit the amount of blues you see because of the whole thing about blues being bad and melatonin and you can't sleep at night and all that kind of stuff. This just gives you one next level of customization that no other e-reader has ever given you.
Right. The Kobo Aura 1 has a lot of features that its 6-inch cousin does not have, but this comes at a price. The entry-level cost on the Aura 1 is about $269, whereas this guy is only about $100, so there's a huge gulf. But I do think that the Kobo Aura 1 is the better buy. It simply has a bigger screen, which is more indicative of seriously reading ebooks.
Right.
If you're a casual reader, you only kind of read an ebook once in a while, you should be able to get by with the smaller guy here. But I think that everybody who has been a Kobo customer for a while, or maybe you're just jumping ship from Amazon or Barnes & Noble to this company, this is one of the largest mainstream e-readers currently on the market. It has a lot of innovative light features. It does have overdrive functionality. Ebook experience is great, but a bigger screen for your manga, your web comics, and things like that. So drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about these two e-readers, if you prefer one over the other, or if you agree or disagree with our point of views. And for other videos, check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/goodereader. And for Good E-Reader, and a comparison of the Kobo Aura 1 and the Kobo Aura Edition 2, my name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Everybody take care.